So runners across the city, they are now preparing for Sunday's Publix Atlanta Marathon.
Yeah, and for one runner, his journey to Sunday's starting line quite literally began on the streets of Atlanta. Trayson Bragg has his story.
That's right, ladies. His journey, or actually his story, is really and truly incredible and inspiring, to say the least. You can see the Olympic rings behind me, and I'm standing in Centennial Olympic Park. I'm told this portion of the park is actually going to be the finish line for Sunday's big 26.2-mile race. Jason Robinson tells me this area of the park is also where he would find himself wandering during his days of homelessness.
The road to becoming a champion isn't always what you might expect.
When I go to sleep, I had like these dreams of like every possible way I was going to die in the streets.
After 2 years at Atlanta Tech, Jason Robinson says he became a party animal that led to alcoholism, a DUI, jail time, and eventually life on the streets of Atlanta.
But I would blend into like different hotels and office buildings just to get off my feet for a little while. And I had like a little notebook, book pad, like looked like a college student. So I just write down stuff like I'm working on something, but I wasn't working on anything.
Robinson says in late 2016, he found himself at the Downtown Salvation Army. There, a friend introduced him to a nonprofit organization called Back on My Feet.
We utilize the supportive running groups to help restore confidence, build community, and eventually work with our members on training and resume development.
Robinson agreed to give it a try. He tells us the first 3-mile run was almost his last. The decision to go back for a second run led him to exactly what he was looking for: peace.
Instead of like taking like medication for depression, like running does the same thing for me.
Completing Sunday's race will place him in a select group of runners known as the Ultimate Peach. That's a group of runners who have completed the Peachtree Road Race, Atlanta 10-miler, Thanksgiving Half Marathon, and Publix Atlanta Marathon, all in 1 year's time. This humble champion says the best days of his life are yet to come.
Robinson is now considered an alumni of the Back on My Feet program. He actually has a job now. In fact, it's just blocks from where I'm standing. He also has a roof over his head and his very own bed to sleep at night. I don't know about you all, ladies, but for me, I'm rooting for him to win the big race Sunday in downtown. Trayson Bragg, CBS 46 News.
All right, Trayson, and hey, you know what? Even if he doesn't cross the finish line first, already a winner. Look how far he's come.
A story of persistence and never giving up. We certainly wish all the runners the best.